Hey, I'm Ann Harris. I'm a licensed clinical professional counselor in the state of Montana. That's a lot of words, but what it means is I was professionally trained at a master's level and authorized by the state of Montana to work with people on mental health issues. All my life, I have had a passion for education and training. And I started the Montana Family Center back in 2015 to assist a wide range of families and individuals' concerns about, well, let's say, topics that aren't often discussed. You know, there's a lot of talk these days about fake news and made-up facts. We're going to try to only give you the factual information as can be verified through science. Okay? Now, facts change. By the way, it's not flip-flopping to have a new idea that contradicts a previous one. That's just life right now. The specifics of what we're going to try to do is information about family systems that are outside the traditional structure. Now, up above that, of course, are the preceding generations. And whether you know it or not, there's a lot of stuff that trickles down into our generation and our children's generation, in my case, my grandchildren's generation, like the taste for sauerkraut. So, good information about families. Second thing is to address families that have family members that don't come out of that transgenerational structure. At least they weren't talked about. And those will be the LGBTQI families. And I know people call that the modern day alphabet soup. So you can go on our website at mtfamilycenter.org to find resources that define all of that. Some other things we think are important to talk about, and that's suicide awareness. Montana ranks the highest per capita in our nation for people who choose to take their own lives. And so helping families understand how to look for warning signs and how to connect with people who may be having a difficult time. People are still kind of afraid of the whole notion of mental health. Because it used to mean if somebody was mentally ill, they got locked away in a hospital. And sometimes, especially in Montana, trust me, I know the history here, never seen or heard from again. And we still have that following us, that it's not okay to say, my brain, my mind isn't working the way I want it to. It just does. It's a fact. And sometimes counseling helps, sometimes medication helps, sometimes medication counseling helps, and sometimes just making basic changes in your life helps. We're going to talk about those. So, we're going to talk about family, we're going to talk about LGBTQ issues, we're going to talk about suicide and suicide awareness, we're going to talk about mental health issues in general. So, send us ideas and your questions. There's going to be down here an email address you can write to, and on the mtfamilycenter.org website, there will be a link there also to submit your questions. It can be anything. And it can also be whether you like or you don't like what we're doing and give us ideas for change. We are not publicly funded yet. We are funded by several volunteers in the community that have given us the materials and the equipment to get this all to you. I think that's about it. Hey, have a great day and talk to people. Remember, talking is mostly listening. I'll see you later. Bye.